Welcome back. If there's one thing our next guest's life is always in constant contact with, it's variety. Nadia Jaftha continues to climb new heights while opening doors for others along the way. Now, that's what I called life filled with balance. Welcome to the Loft. Nadia, are you well?
I'm very well.
Today's show, as you know, we're talking about balance. And earlier, Dr. Darren Green was talking about balance and how important sleep is, right? And I see your life is always so busy, but do you ever get time to just rest, and how important is sleep for you?
I think, yeah, the only time when I'm actually resting is when I'm sleeping. So sleeping is very, very important to me. I was actually listening to the segment before this now, and they mentioned magnesium. So that's what I started incorporating into my sleeping patterns. And it's helping a bit as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
I always feel for me, it's the thing of like your brain never really switches off. So even at night when I'm tired, I just cannot
You can't switch off. But what I find is I start watching series, just even in the background, I just let it play just to focus on something else, and that also helps. But I need to get enough sleep.
I'm glad we've got you here today, because I'm going to start off the bat by, I think you are the busiest person in the world. Like, let's just get that out straight.
It's an exaggeration.
It's not an exaggeration. You're the only person that comes to a studio with a studio. Like, we've got our camera team, you've got your camera team.
And I come with my makeup done.
So your life is busy, but I think balance is equally important. So how, in your professional capacity, like with all the deadlines that you have, with all the targets that you meet, new campaigns, is balance for you?
Very important, because I have a lot of things I need to get done every day. So I literally treat my life like when I was studying at UCT, you had a timetable. Yeah. So that's how I treat my week. I literally have a timetable. From this hour to this hour, I'm going to be in a creative stretch. From this hour to this hour, I'm going to be maybe conceptualizing something for a campaign for another brand that we're busy with. So I have to segment my time, and that goes for like my downtime as well. I take like at least 2-3 hours on a Monday for downtime after visiting the office, because after that is just my brain is going
spinning.
All sorts of places.
Spinning.
Yeah.
100%. And I think for me, what's so impressive about your career is, like, I think over the past 10 years, you know, that trajectory has just gone. It has been. You know, I mean, it's excelled over the last 5, but the last 10 has been like absolutely amazing. Tell me, when it comes to your success, what has been your constant driving force or even inspiration?
I think for me, it just always feels like I've never arrived at the destination. It always feels like okay, how can I get there maybe faster, which isn't always the right thing, but just trying to figure out ways that I can, you know, get there and be proud of myself when I get there, and be able to look in the mirror, you know, and be able to have a clean conscience. And even if it means taking the scenic route, the long way around, I'll do that, but at least I'm building something that I'll be able to sustain for the future. Maybe for my kids, I don't know.
That is insane. I mean, what is the ultimate goal? Because I see that you keep on working hard all the time. Do you have an ultimate goal in mind?
Honestly, my personal ultimate goal is to just break generational patterns. I don't come from a family of like extreme wealth or anything, so I want to build that for my future, for my future bloodline, and just for my industry as well.
100%, making sure that you've put things in place that cycle doesn't continue.
Even when I'm gone. Yeah.
And I think you have achieved that. I mean, if I look at your business with your partners in Ace Labs, it started with you, and now you've got so many other influencers as part of the company. How's that going, and what new projects can we look forward to?
So with that, I have 2 business partners. They are particularly good in their specific fields. Yeah. So they specialize in AI, tech, all of that stuff. I'm not going to be sitting there behind the computer analyzing the data and all of that. So the beautiful thing about the team is that everybody has their strengths. But when we need to work together, we work together. In terms of, you mentioned that is influencers. I'm like the only creator. There's like, we're a team of about 13, 14 now. There's videographers, there's photographers, there's strategists, there's account managers, there's...
So obviously they tap then into your creative brain.
They tap into that. They extract it from me. You know, I come up with like a broad concept, and they see, okay, how they put in the missing pieces. And I think up until that point, like I was so used to kind of doing things myself, and I had a manager and he helped me like a great deal as well. I think over time you kind of learn how to be a bit more independent and step in your power, and that comes with asking for help, especially when you don't know how to do something. Is having a team that can help build with you and go, you know, for the long haul.
And I think maybe sometimes that's where people fall flat, is the fact that they think they know everything, but sometimes they forget to say, listen, I'm out of my depth here.
Yeah.
I need professional help when it comes to this.
Exactly, because, you know, I've started businesses in the past, and I didn't really know how to maybe sustain it because, again, I wasn't asking for help. I was trying to do everything like by myself. I had maybe business partners, but at the end of the day, like with what I want to achieve, there's a very specific team that I need. And I feel like for other people like me, other creators like me, if I can build some kind of infrastructure that they can mimic and see how it's done, then I feel like we need to present those options to them, because when you're coming into this space, there's maybe two clear options. You can go into the entertainment space and maybe you can end up doing the club gigs every night. I was there. I didn't really enjoy it, but I had to look at another avenue. And I just want to be able to present that to creators so that they have the choice.
So I want to be cool and I want to join there's a nomination. What is this nomination that I can't be part of? I want to, you know.
So basically, nomination is just like a very close circle of my supporters, my OGs, the people that have been with me.
Yeah.
Maybe people that have just discovered me yesterday, but they decided they want to join me on my journey. It's a private Instagram account.
Right.
So I will literally go through every single profile myself. If they look like they're going to irritate me, I don't accept them.
Wow.
Like, if they just look annoying, I want to just like, oh, wow. Just reject.
Yeah, because you know what you want.
I know. I can just see it, man. I can see it in the eyes when they just look like they're going to come and cause trouble. Or, you know, I'm very vulnerable on my private account.
Right.
I post a lot of BTS there, so that by the time that the campaigns make it to my main account, the normies will feel like, you know, included. So that will actually help the campaign do
fantastic.
Better, because I've included them.
And they've kind of vetted it for you on your behalf.
Exactly, yeah. I say, what must I wear for this campaign? What do you think about this? Like, should I post this now? What day should I post this? I include them in on everything.
I am so glad that you've made me part of that inner circle.
I must just accept you now.
Yes,
because it's
please
quite a lot of people.
But I don't want you to go away, because I still have a few questions for you about how you balance life. Because, I mean, we spoke about your work now, but I would like to speak on your personal life as well. So I'll get everybody ready for that nomination link. It will be on the screen. No, it won't be. Nadia's life and career is something that has never bored South African audiences. We congratulate her on every success and continue to wish her well into the future. Don't go away, because in a bit, we are making Helene Meyer's Sleepy Tea.